Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to this March 17th, 2016 meeting of the SunCoast Professional Network. It's so good to see you all here today. And first and foremost, if you have your cell phone or smartphone with you, if you take just a moment, make sure that you have it on silent or vibrate, some other mode that won't disturb the group. I sure would appreciate it. If you need to make a call or a text, I totally get it. But if you just step outside the room and do that so as not to disturb your neighbor, that would be great. We do have public restrooms on this floor, out this door to your right, about halfway down the hall, next to our vocational rehab office, you will find public restrooms. And in the event of an emergency, you will need to go out this door to your immediate left, down the staircase, and out the exit door at the bottom of the stairs. In the event of an emergency, please do not attempt to use the elevator. All right, I think that's it for our announcements. Where's my clicker? Ah,
There it is.
there it is. There we go. All right, so just to get started, let's review our agenda for today. You got a chance to sign in. Hopefully you got your name badge, had a chance to do a little bit of networking. This is a networking meeting. And now you're having our welcome. And we're going to review our SPN mission, and we'll have a few announcements. Then we will have our motivational minute. We'll do some introductions, and we'll move right into our HR panel, and then we'll wrap it up from there. So a little bit different meeting than most of our meeting formats for SPN, but very much looking forward to today's meeting. Okay, so what is the mission of the SunCoast Professional Network? This is very important because as you're sitting here today and coming to these meetings, hopefully more than once, you will be recognizing that this is not like a lot of our other workshops. And so this has a purpose that is apart from just you coming and sitting in a chair and listening to somebody talk. And so the mission of the SunCoast Professional Network is to promote the connecting, collaborating, and success of transitioning professionals by fostering the development of professional contacts, presenting career opportunities, and providing cutting-edge job search skills from business and community leaders. So when you fill out your evaluations at the end of the day, please keep the mission of the SunCoast Professional Network in mind. Time for some announcements. First and foremost, please make the connection with us on social media. You can connect with CareerSource SunCoast on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Our communications director does a fantastic job of keeping us up to date on hiring events, job fairs, hot jobs, and different events that relate to job seekers. So please connect on to CareerSource SunCoast on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And then SPN has a LinkedIn profile as well. So please connect to SPN on LinkedIn. And I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn also. So look for me on LinkedIn, Dennis D. Baker. I'm easy to find. I'd love to connect with you. And if you are not on LinkedIn, then go online today, get on LinkedIn, get started now. And we are going to have a LinkedIn session coming up soon. In fact, hopefully you grab a flyer in the back with our schedule for the second quarter of 2016. So our very next meeting will be on April 7th in the Bradenton office. That will be maximizing professional networking opportunities with Philip Brown. Philip Brown is the CEO of United Way, Manatee County. So to have a CEO of a large organization come and talk to you about networking is highly beneficial, and he really gives of himself when he comes and speaks. So I would really recommend come out, meet Philip, hear what he has to say, because he really has some great advice on networking, and he's just a great person to know. April 21st, back here in Sarasota, we will be having a discussion on professional presence, and that will be with Robin Fernandez. She is an ontological coach and a fantastic speaker, just really, really powerful person to know. So come out and hear Robin talk about professional presence. And then on May 5th, back in Bradenton, creating a powerful LinkedIn profile with Liz Lopez. And then on May 19th, our Emmerich will be talking about building rapport using NLP. If you don't know what NLP is, you'll find out. It's pretty exciting stuff. June 2nd, we will have Eric Ross talking about mental toughness in the job search, and Eric is here today to share with us just briefly, so you'll get a taste of Eric Ross today. And then on June 16th, we will have an HR panel again back here in Sarasota. So grab one of these, sign up for our upcoming meetings. A couple of other announcements. Have a SPN participant, well, a lady who actually came to SPN to quite a few meetings, and she is now employed with Manatee County. And she just emailed me and she said, can you announce a couple of jobs that I've got that I'm looking to fill? And so one of them is for a program assistant with a family nutrition program. And then the other one is I guess there are two program assistants with the family nutrition program. So I won't go through that, but if you're interested, if you have that type of skill set or interested, let me know afterwards, and I will get your resume over to her because she is looking to hire, and because she was an SPN participant, she would love to hire somebody who's been a part of this group. So let me know afterwards. Also, please mark the date. Next Friday, March 25th, there is a job fair at Booker Middle School. So right down the street. It will be one of the largest job fairs that we do in the calendar year. Should be approximately 40 employers there. Approximately 40 employers at the job fair there at Booker Middle School. All right, I think that's it for our announcements. Please make sure that you're using Employ Florida. You can certainly find lots of professional job opportunities, and sometimes I take time to do more job opportunities, but I want to make sure we have plenty of time today for our Motivational Minute and then for our HR panel. So at this point in time, we're going to have our Motivational Minute. For those of you who haven't been here before, we do a Motivational Minute because we know how important it is to encourage one another as we're going through this sometimes difficult time when we're in this transitional period. Sometimes we don't want to get up out of bed, right? Sometimes we want to just lay there and pull the covers over our head and go back to bed and act like it's not really happening, right? But we know that we've just got to continue to move forward. Sometimes it's just important to have somebody give us a little push along the way. And that's what we do with this Motivational Minute. And today, the Motivational Minute will be coming from a very good friend of mine, a motivational speaker named James Eric Ross. He is an Ohio State grad, as is my mom, so we have that connection there. But more importantly, we're just kindred spirits and just love encouraging and motivating people. And he is a good friend of SPN. So please help me in welcoming James Eric Ross.
Good morning. Good morning. I have a best friend, and we were camping in the Denali Forest in Alaska. And a mother bear, a grizzly bear, comes into our camp and starts growling at me and us, and I throw on my tennis shoes as fast as I can, and Joe's like, what are you doing? You can't outrun that bear. I said, I don't have to outrun the bear, I just have to outrun you. Who is your bear today? What is the bear in your life? And is that the bear of self-doubt? Is that the bear of just failure or insecurity? And what we want to talk about today is something that may not have any significance to you, but it has a lot of significance to me. It's 18,000, it's not 118, I apologize. No, it is. No, it's 18,117. That's how many days that I've been on this earth, fighting and loving and pursuing and striving. 18,117. It's not a countdown, it's a ability for me to understand that I'm not given tomorrow. And how many days have you been alive is a great opportunity for you to go to B. Robert D. This is the gentleman that I'm reading this book, and I've already decided who to give this book to, and you'll find out why. This is a gift to one of you today. And he said, I will live this day as if it were my last, is something that you should embrace. Because my brother-in-law, unfortunately last month, 52 years young, passed away in his sleep. And I'm 49, I'll be 50 in August. And for me, that was a major wake-up call, that I have to understand that Augmendino, who wrote the Greatest Salesman in the World, and if you've never read that book, he has 10 scrolls. And this is the 5th scroll. I'm going to read an excerpt from it that I think will really impress you or just put upon you what it means to live this day as if it were my last. This day is all I have, and these hours are now my eternity. I greet the sunrise with cries of joy as a prisoner who's reprieved from death. I lift mine arms with thanks for this priceless gift of a new day. So too, I will beat upon my heart with gratitude as I consider all who greeted the sunrise yesterday, who are no longer with the living today. I am indeed a fortunate man, and today's hours are but a bonus, undeserved. Why have I been allowed to live this extra day when others far better than me have departed? Is it they have accomplished their purpose, while mine is yet to be achieved? What is your purpose? What is your life's purpose? That's what he talks about in here. So many people don't put down in writing what it is they want to achieve. And to be able to say to you yourself that, yes, there is things in the past that I lament, the pain of regret that we call that in the past. But last time I checked, the past is dead and buried, it's set in concrete, and I will think of it no more. We have the future, and the future is things that we don't know what may happen, and there's anxiety about not knowing what would happen. True? Do we have anxiety about the future? But you can't control that because we don't know what's going to happen. So my point, and I got this from Coach Ditka, Chicago Bears. He said the present, and you want to think of the present as a gift because it is a gift, and it's synonymous. So what is it that you're doing when I go to a restaurant and I see people at a table, a family of 5, and they're all on their smartphones because they're thinking about something that's in the future, but they're missing now that familial time, which is very valuable. So what do you want from your life? Do you know? Are you waiting for someone to come and tell you this is what you're supposed to do? It's not going to happen. So Dr. Bob Proctor taught me that write out what it is that you want. Write it out in the present tense as if you have it already. I am so happy and grateful now that, ... That's Robert Smith, The 20,000 Days. It's a quick read, but I think that if you understand what he's talking about and how you can change your perspective of blaming other people, and hear me out, because you might not like this, but wherever you are in life, the problem is you. And that's what he says in that book. You're the problem, not anybody else. You're the problem. So if you can come from that standpoint, that say to yourself, wait a second, if I'm the problem, then you can meditate on solutions that might not be available to you because you never had that perspective. Does that make sense? So if you are the problem, then what is my solution? Andy Andrews, another mentor of mine. You hear me talk about all these different people because those are people in my life that have made me who I am. The ebullience, the desire to help people is because I find someone that has what I want and I do what they do so I can get what they've got. But most people don't do that, do they? Do something means don't sit around, don't think about it, don't procrastinate it, don't plan, don't clean up your area, your desk. Well, that's all clean, so now I can get to work. Get to work means that you've got to do something. If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late, would you say goodbye to yesterday? That's a song from a group called Nickelback, and I want to read some of the things that he said. My best friend gave me some good advice. Now, my best friend could be Jesus Christ. It could be my mentor. It's things that I'm learning. He said, each day is a gift, and it's not a given right. So leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind. Fear is what stops you from doing something. The fear of what someone else thinks. Guess what? They don't care about you. Why do you care about what they think? Don't think about what they think, because if you look at this, the word fear, as an acrostic, is false evaluations or false emotions appearing real. They're only real to you. They're not real to anybody else. So it's a false evaluation. It's a false emotion. that appears real. So leave no stone unturned means don't go out and do it. Find the different things. If you think it's wrong, do it. At least you know, oh, I'm not going to do it that way anymore. Try to take the path less traveled by. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Be the purple cow. Be the one that says, like Victoria Blakely is her name. She created a billion-dollar company called Spanx, and it's a global company, but she did it so different from everybody else, and she's the fastest female billionaire in history. That first step you take is the longest stride. The first step is the most important step, but you have to take the step, don't you? And are you taking the step? This is a great way. Dennis Baker is one of my best friends. I'm so grateful for him, not only to give me the creative outlet to do this, because obviously I have passion for this and I really enjoy it. Can you tell? So I just wanted to take this time to say thank you very much. This is one of my mantras for today is stop and smell the roses, because you might not have tomorrow to smell, so you've got to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. You can go to my YouTube channel. You can see some more of these inspirational videos like this at James Eric Ross at YouTube. You can contact me. I do work with small businesses and individuals to help them with financial prosperity, and that is my Google number, which our office is in Austin. So I want to give this, I wanted to tell you, because I only got about 30 seconds left, I picked someone today just based upon their energy. And I picked someone today based upon the fact that I saw something in them that they didn't realize that I was observing them. Did you know that everybody observes you, they watch what you do, and they make evaluations from those observations? So Anne, I want to give you this book with a foreword, because the reason the reason that I did that is so that you understand that there are people that will get something that you want because they did something different, because they stepped out, they were unafraid, and that's where I want you to be. God bless you, and God bless America.
All right. Awesome. Eric, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eric.
And that was 9 minutes.
So fitting, too, because Ann has an interview today, and so I know that that's extra encouragement for her as she goes on.